Back here, it's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 20-yard line. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And just inside of a minute left, Charles, they got a pretty long field ahead of them. I'm curious to see how they play this, but you would think definitely enough time to at least try to get 3 out of this.
Yeah, you want to move with a nice sense of pace. You want to up the tempo a little bit, but you have to do it with some poise as well. You don't want to go so fast that you hurry yourself into mistakes. There's enough time to put points on the board if they do it right.
And even though they have the lead, you know that they would love to extend this lead before heading to the locker room. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Richardson looking to throw. That's going to be taken in by Downs. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 23 yards the pickup there.
And that play came together really well for them as he found open space, makes the catch, and gets down to the 1-yard line. You know he's kicking himself right now. He thought he had a chance to get a touchdown and put that in his ledger. Instead, his team gets a chance to cash in over these next few plays.
Richardson working from the gun. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. Here's 2nd and 10. A final shot before the half. Richardson. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Second half ready to get underway. The Colts with a lead, and they will receive the football. And they'll opt not to return this, but since the ball did hit in the landing zone, this will come out to the 20. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, in the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
He'll get this one complete there to Pittman. And all the way down to the 37. A big play there for Indy. 44 yards.
They came out with an aggressive mindset to start the third quarter, and I wouldn't be surprised to see them take more of these type of deep shots as this game moves along. They connected there. They expect to connect on more before this one's over.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
From the shotgun, Richardson. He'll find Taylor. That's complete. And he's got a first down as a tackle made at the Bills' 18. Another good reception there. The Colts on the march.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Back to the air with Richardson. Escaping the pressure right. And he takes this one in for a Colts
It's fucking garbage. Okay.
Anthony Richardson, an 18-yard touchdown run. And the Colts take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that makes it a 21-10 game. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away.
Pussy ass niggas don't even want a nigga to return the ball.
Dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
Two yards to go, 2nd down. Allen. He's got a man complete. It's Amari Cooper. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Same fucking 2 defensive plays the whole game.
And that's why you
This
take
shit
your
is fucking
receivers
garbage,
and move them
man.
around
This
the
league
bunch,
is garbage.
especially your best guys.
How the fuck you got a league with no
When they work out
rules?
of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Motion man is Shakir. Now Allen. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. And he'll get it down here to the 43.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
In need of only about the length of the football here on 2nd down. Cook up the gut. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
To the air, Allen. That's caught by Kincaid, working the middle of the field. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. Good work after the catch, going to net him 23 and a first.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
It's always tough trying to keep your guy upright when he's trying to throw the football. When you're dealing with those big, bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, those guys on the opposite side won the battle, getting to the quarterback and knocking him into an incompletion.
Now a 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Allen. That's to Cook out of the backfield. And the Bills are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense, got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Cook is going backwards here. Now they come in and drop him all the way back at the 4-yard line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
I think this running game, or should I say lack of one, is making this defense look better than what they really are.
From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. They try again with Cook. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. Firing quickly.
Nice try, bitch.
And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Dalton Kincaid, a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Bills have cut it back within a score. So a strong drive here to lead off this 3rd quarter and gets them right back in this football game.
And I think we can safely call that a statement drive because they had to be saying, we didn't put our best foot forward in the 1st half, but we certainly mean business now. Maybe a better term, a prove-it drive. They proved it to themselves that they were ready to go.
And he will get into the end zone to cut the lead down to a single point. I guess the coach looked at the 2-point cheat sheet, said go for it, get it to a 3-point game, and they did it.
Yeah, and sometimes you just throw out time of game. You don't worry about that. There's just a feel sometimes in making that call, and he felt good about what he had for a 2-point conversion, and now they're only down 3 and feeling great about themselves.
He is scared for me to return it. He's scared to return it himself. Like, what the fuck kind of league am I in? Bunch of little kids. That's what it is.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being
There you go with a bunch of run plays and checkdowns.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates.
What are you going to do for the rest of the game?
What I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. Now here's a fake on the jet sweep, and instead a give to Taylor. And this won't be enough to pick up the 1st. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times, and what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
And motioning left, that's Pittman. Oh, the motion comes too late, and this is going to be a delay. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. Bad time to get a delay of game penalty there. Not that there's a good time, but that makes it 3rd and 6. And motioning left, that's Pittman. Here's Richardson to throw.
Are you fucking kidding? Yo, this game is so trash, man. This motherfucker caught it in between 2 defenders. Who the fuck throws a play like that, bro? This kid.
With his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Colts are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
You literally threw it in between 2 defenders. Like, who plays like that? This nigga's lucky I just started playing Madden again. You suck.
And not willing to risk a return. This ball is going to come out to the 30-yard line. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. To throw, it's Allen. Targeting Cooper, and he's got it coming across the field. And he will be taken down, but a big pickup there on what's going to be the final play of the third quarter. 3 quarters have come and gone. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. The Bills have the football, but they trail here as we begin quarter number 4. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 34. Allen now looks to throw. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And it's a terrific return here as he's going to have him set up with a 1st and goal right at about the 6-yard line.
And that pretty much has been the storyline, Charles. This defense, they seem to be one step ahead from the start of the game until now.
And you identified it perfectly, and we can see the frustration that's settling in now. And it's probably been there for a long time, but now it's evident because you can see it in their faces, you can see it in their body language, maybe even a little bit in that play call that ended up maybe closing them out.
Oh, how about this on 1st and goal? And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
Michael Pittman, his first rushing touchdown on the year. And the Colts add on to their lead, and they are also closing in on a 5th straight victory.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away.
Nigga scared to death for letting a nigga return the ball.
No run back
He won't
here.
return it. He won't let a nigga return it like.
And we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive.
We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run.
To get back in this ball game, big plays are going to be necessary. And here's one right on cue. Coming up with 3 scores here in the 4th is not going to be an easy task. But that's good work there to bite off a chunk of yards.
Now Allen. And this is Cook with a grab. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
2nd down and 4.
Allen going to throw. A short throw pulled in by Kincaid. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
The Bills on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Here's Allen.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And they'll get him to the ground. He has another 1st down at the Colts 16. 14 yards through the air. Caught the D off guard on 3rd and 1.
A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, A loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something that feels a little bit cheap. But if they trim that lead down to just 2 scores, that's still a benefit to this squad.
This to the tight end, Kincaid.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown.
Dalton Kincaid.
His 3rd touchdown of the game, his 8th on the year.
And the Bills have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And the lead is trimmed down to 10. Two scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And this is going to be taken in by the Colts. The risk-reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling. And whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things, now they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe.
Ed Oliver that time, the one to get in there and bring him down. Well, he was really focused downfield, but there was really no viable options. The coverage was too good.
And the defense really quickened the tempo of that play with their pass rush, because there was nowhere for him to go with the football. The only place he ended up, down on the ground.
In motion, the tight end. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is 3rd down.
Gain of 10. Makes it 3rd and 9.
Back to throw. Here's Richardson.
That is caught. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. And they'll send the tight end in motion here.
Now it's Richardson.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Teron Johnson able to pick it. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line.
CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
So after the INT, it's Allen. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, the great coach has said football is really a simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush one, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
And complete, right side to Cook. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
Number 4, James Cook. It's a gain of 23 yards. First down, Bills.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score.
The 2 timeouts still remaining, but scoring quickly, a must. It's 1st and 10. To throw is Allen. Quick slant to Shakir. And the Bills are going to have a 1st and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line.
First and goal at the 8-yard line.
Now Allen.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a non-stop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
Throwing, Allen.
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
Here's Allen.
And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
So a minute and change to go, and this is going to be an onside kick. And this is going to be taken in by the Colts. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball.
And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line.
Rigoberto Sanchez on the punt for the Colts.
Why don't you just fucking nail it, you stupid ass nigga?
Well, this was a very close ball game at
was your
halftime,
point?
Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of
You're
kicked
fucking
things
trash.
into
You're lucky
another
this is a
gear,
little killy.
and they
You
were able
suck.
to pull away for the victory.
And Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence, and made it happen for a victory.
So for Indianapolis, it's an important win in terms of staying in the postseason race as they move to 6-4. And they will hit the road next week to take on the New York Jets. Meanwhile, for Buffalo, they're going the wrong way as this will drop them to 3-7 now on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.